Some of the base, leave an inch. Wear gloves because these have little prickers on them. And the juice in the artichoke is going to stain your hands really bad with this really bitter stain. So I take some of the outer leaves off just to make it a little easier to get my knife into it. Hold it stem side up and hold your knife vertical and just gently work your knife under the green with an up and down motion. If you have a serrated paring knife, it works even a little better than a paring knife. And you're trying to get it to expose the yellow or the white without digging too much of your bottom off. We want some yield left. So I'm taking small amounts off at a time. When I peel an orange, I take small amounts off at a time also so I don't wind up with a hexagonal orange. We don't want a hexagonal artichoke. Then we take the paring knife, go just under the skin, and work your way out to get the green. You could use a peeler, but I wouldn't use the peeler from the knife kit because it takes too much off. And again, I take small amounts off at a time so I wind up with a nice smooth artichoke. I have halved lemons here because I want to put lemon juice on this immediately because it's changing color right before my eyes. See how it's starting to turn brown already? So you want to hit this with acid. And I do that over a 4-inch hotel pan so the leaves don't go flying everywhere on my cutting board. Then you cut the top off. Any of these dark green leaves, pull off. That's the choke. That will choke you. Underneath the choke are a bunch of thistles. So we're going to quarter this anyway. So we cut it in half, cut each half in thirds. Immediately put this into sigillated liquid. See the thistles right here? All these hairs? That's inedible, it'll choke you. So we cook it with that in there because it'll keep that color light as long as you cook it all the way through. If you undercook these, it's going to turn black in here, even though there's acid. So after they're just tender, we'll take them out of the blanc, cool the blanc, put them back in the blanc after it cools so they don't overcook. So we take a paring knife and we go right inside there and we pull this choke part out and leave these leaves connected. Alright, so it's right in here. We pluck this area out and leave these leaves connected. And that's what we serve. The stem, the base, and those leaves. That's for the archives. That's for the archives. Alright, so everybody grab an artichoke and do it to this point. Got it? Go.